Hello, adventurers, and welcome to the Journals of Thorgrim and Bella. I am your host, the Great Sean, and after days of development, finally, I bring you the Oath of Love Paladin. Paladins who take this oath of love hold one specific person in their highest regards. It may be a romantic partner, a brother in blood or arms, or a particularly loyal steed. Either way, the two individuals care most about each other and will die for each other. They make an oath to each other to never leave each other's side and to stay with the person for the rest of their lives. Tenants of Love. Every paladin who takes up the Oath of Love has their own tenets that they share and uphold with their loved one. Every Oath of Love is slightly different and is as unique as the individual's relationship. So yeah, you can come up with your own tenets if you want. Oath spells. You gain oath spells at the following paladin levels. 3rd level, Sanctuary and Mage armour. 5th level, Hold person and Suggestion. 9th level, Counterspell and Dispel magic. 13th level, Dimension door and Wall of fire. 17th level, Scrying and Wall of force. Loved one. When you take this oath at 3rd level, you and the person you loved most in the world make an oath together. That person becomes your loved one. Your loved one can either be another player or an NPC, but they must be willing. Alternatively, your loved one may be an unrequited love, but they must not actively dislike your feelings. If your loved one is killed, you can either choose to lose your paladin levels or replace your subclass with the Oath of Vengeance. Once your loved one is avenged, then you lose your paladin levels. I don't know what to say. It's a Channel Divinity. When you take this oath at 3rd level, you gain the following Channel Divinity options. Drawn together. As an action, you and your loved one can move closer together. Using your Channel Divinity, as long as your loved one is willing, and you both know the other's location, you can both move an equivalent distance up to your movement speed closer together, where you meet in the middle. This Channel Divinity does not provoke opportunity attacks, and can be activated by your loved one on their action using their turn. On their turn using their action, rather. You both move on the same turn. In sync. As an action, you and your loved one can sense the other's feelings and intentions using your Channel Divinity. When you use this ability, your loved one can sense basic information and emotions. One of the loved ones can sense basic information and emotions coming from the other. This ability cannot give detailed information and can only give feelings like good and bad intuition about a person, an action, or a situation. This Channel Divinity can be activated by your loved one with their action on their turn. Panicked Healing. Starting at 7th level, when your loved one is hurt, you can will yourself to draw on more power in order to help them. Whenever you use your Lay on Hands ability, on your loved one, so not on anyone else, only when you use your Lay on Hands ability on your loved one, you can double the amount of healing done. ma amour, which is French for my love, I do believe. Starting at 7th level, you and your loved one work better together than with anyone else. If either of you use the help action on the other, you can add an extra 1d4 on top of the advantage given. Shield of Love. Beginning at 15th level, your love manifests itself into a protective aura around you and your loved one. As an action, you can activate this ability. When you are within 5 feet of your loved one, you gain a +5 bonus to your AC. For every extra 5 feet you are away from your loved one, you can subtract 1 from your bonus to AC. This AC bonus is also added to your loved one's AC. The effect lasts for 1 minute, and once you've used this ability twice, you can't use it again until you finish a long or short rest. So again, to clarify, when you're within 5 feet of your loved one, you gain a +5 bonus to your AC, and if you're like within 10 feet, that's +4, 15, +3, etc. And finally, Rage of Loss. Starting at 20th level. If your love is taken from you, you can retaliate with great ferocity. If your loved one runs out of hit points or dies during combat, you get to use the Barbarian's Rage ability, as if you were a 20th level barbarian. Also, any enemy that comes within 30 feet of you is automatically frightened. While raging, you can still cast and concentrate on spells, and you can also rage even if you're wearing heavy armor. The rage ends at the end of combat. So, that was the Oath of Love Paladin. If you want to read this for yourself, check down in the description below. I tried my best to balance this, however, it has not been playtested yet, so if you have balance suggestions, feel free to write them down in the comments below. This was kind of a little bit inspired by my significant other, just because of how much I love them and stuff. If I ever get to play D&D with them, as we're both players, I will definitely be playing this subclass, or at least asking my DM if I can. They also helped me with a lot of this. They don't know the rules of D&D, but they sure helped with naming some of these abilities and coming up with whole ones myself. Like the Ma'amor, that's all them. If you like this subclass, feel free to play it in your own games, and have fun.